Hello friends, thanks so much for stopping by. As you can see, I am currently in the process of cleaning out and decluttering my makeup drawers. We have already gotten started with the first two drawers in my vanity, but it took a little bit longer than I was expecting. So we broke it up into two videos, and now we are headed into our second part of the video, which is our palettes and powders and other various things. So without talking too much, I just want to get right into it. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the video. The first thing I'm going to do here is I am going to clear out all of the stuff that's in this drawer so we can clean it out, and I can put the stuff back, and then we can see what we have here. So like I said, this is just palettes, various kind of palettes. These are just various kinds of palettes and powders, and I have a little bit of eyeshadow here in this little Dollar Tree organizer. So I'm going to clear it all out, and then we'll put it back in. All right, you guys, the drawers are empty. They're all cleaned out, and we are ready to put the things back in. If you didn't see the part one of this, I cleaned out quickly. I'm not sure if it'll, yeah, I cleaned out two other drawers in this vanity. I got this vanity from Costco. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep moving here. I have these two inserts that are kind of like risers. So I usually just put them here. This came with the vanity. So I just usually just keep these like this. I did kind of like fumble with it to see if this takes up more space doing it this way than just like laying them flat. And it's actually the exact same amount of space. So I prefer it this way. And like I said, I keep my powders and palettes and things like that in this drawer. So let's just go right into the powders of it all. The first one we're going to put in is this Anastasia Beverly Hills loose setting powder in golden orange. I really like this in the summer. This is a really nice orange setting powder. And then as well as this Jaclyn Hill by Robin. I'm not sure who Robin is, but this is in sheer tan, and I really like this, but it can be a little bit deep, but I really like this powder. This is really nice. But my favorite go-to goat powder of all time is this Too Faced Born This Way powder in the translucent medium. It's just the perfect orange. And when I realized that they stopped making it, it was too late. I couldn't find any more. So I've had this for a while, but look, it just keeps going and going and going. I'm not a baker or anything. So, and I also interchange powders a lot. So next is this Tarte Shape Tape setting powder in translucent tan deep. I don't really reach for that much. And then I have this Chic Glam Insta Ready Duo setting powder. There's like a pressed powder on the top and then a loose powder on the bottom. This is in the shade Almond or Smooth Sand. I have this in here because I really want to try to like see if I can make this work. I've had this for a while and I just cannot really make it work for me. It's just a little gray, but I did just get this purple version, and I really like this one. You can see it's still in the packaging, but I really like this one. This is the same thing. It's just got a pressed powder on the top and the setting powder, and this was $7.99. They both were $7.99 on Amazon, and yeah, I think it's such a good deal for two powders. Like, you can't beat it. So we're gonna try to play with both of these. That's why I have this one in here. I actually put it back in there when I had taken it out not too long ago. So the next thing in here is this Physicians Formula Mineral Wear. It says a Mineral Wear 3-in-1 setting powder. This stuff I bought at Marshall's because it was really cheap, and I actually really like this stuff. The pink is very pink, and I like that. It's not like that pale pink. These powders are really nice. I know people go on and on about Physicians Formula. I've never found any that worked for me besides this. This is the only thing I have. So I like that powder a lot. I pull for it a lot. It's just hard to open, especially when I have nails. So I struggle with that, and it gets messy because if you don't use all of it, like, what do you do? So yeah, there's that. And then this came in an Ipsy bag, and it's just a really nice yellow powder. It's almost gone, but we're going to use her up. So we put that in there. I like to kind of finish with this sometimes, and I think I'm going to try to just finish this off. I'm going to start reaching for this more so I can finish it and get rid of it. So put that there. And then in here, I did throw one of these Be Pure Essentially Ageless blurring pressed powders because these are really not too bad. And this was from the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25. And the thing I like about this, I'm not a translucent powder girl, but this I did find is that when you put your brush in, it just kind of kicks everything up and it turns it into a loose setting powder. And if you're wearing Dollar Tree makeup, this is the go-to for me. So I don't know. I just threw this in here. I haven't really used it a ton because I have these other powders, but I do want to see how this performs with my regular makeup. So I'm just gonna throw this in here. I usually keep my Dollar Tree makeup separate from my regular makeup. So that's why you're not going to see any Dollar Tree makeup with this. If you guys want to see my haul of Dollar Tree makeup, it's just as bad as this at this point. We can do that too. Just let me know in the comments. But we're going to keep it moving with the palettes. I'm just going to grab them and put them in. So this one is an LA Color palette. I don't know where I got this from. It might be Big Lots or like even Dollar Tree, but this palette's good, you guys. These shades here are really nice, and I find myself grabbing this more than some of my other palettes. This is a Tarte palette, nothing special. Sometimes I'll use this deep brown to line my eye if I don't have a ton of time for liner. That's a good one to use. And then the Sephora palette, same thing. I'm boring, you guys. I don't like a ton of like color, I guess, on my eyes, so I tend to grab all the same things. And then there's this Morphe palette. Now this one's, she's in bad shape, you guys. I've tried my best to repair her more than once, but she is worth it. I paid $10 for this at Marshall's. Look at all of the shades in here, and they are really good. These sparkles or these glitter shades are fabulous. I don't even want to touch it because here, let's touch one of them. You can see it's like falling apart, but y'all, look at that. They're gorgeous. Look. So this is a palette I actually reach for the most. The cheapest palette. Wow. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do this one. And then the mattes are really nice too. Oh, I did not realize that was so pink. Y'all, can you see it, or am I just, wow. So anyway, so I got this from Marshall's, you guys, $10. So that's the Morphe Solaria palette. I don't want to even turn it upside down because I don't want to mess it up, but I'm not even going to put that in there yet. I think the next thing we're going to slide in is just this. This is a Dollar Tree organizer that I've got some loose eyeshadows in. There's like this really old, my mom gave me this Mally. Someone gave her this, and it's really good. The shade is just really good. It's so old though, you guys. This is an e.l.f. These aren't that great. I don't really like those. They don't like blend very well. Stuff I got out of an Ipsy bag. Let's set this down. This is, I think, supposed to be a bronzer, but it comes off really red. So I use it as an eyeshadow. It's the Ciate Cocoa Island bronzing powder. But yeah, I use it as an eyeshadow if I can. And then I have this Luna Magic Friend and Monaco. These are so pretty. I don't know why I like blue eyeshadow. I really, really do like blue eyeshadow. These are some really old MAC singles that, honestly, I forgot I had these. These are the same shade. I do this so much. You guys do that too, where you buy something because you're like, oh, that's pretty, and then you get it home and you're like, oh, I already had it. So this was my favorite back in the day go-to eyeshadow. It's in the shade Saddle. You can't see the name because it's rubbed off, but I've had it for so long and I've used it for so long, I know the name. So that's that. This one is Mulch. You can see I have two of those. It's just a really pretty shimmery brown, which is kind of my thing. And then in here, just a bunch of singles, some from ColourPop. This one is about the same thing as all the rest of them. So these are all about the same. Ooh, this is a really pretty pink one. Y'all, I can't get it open. That took way too long. That's pretty. Look at that. Here, let's clean off a finger. Ooh. Ooh, I have not used this in so long. I need to use that. Look at that. That's so pretty in pink. I love a pink highlight. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side because I'm going to use this. That's pretty. That's the fun part about going through your makeup is you see stuff that you knew you had, but you forgot you had, you know? This is something I got out of an Ipsy bag, I'm sure. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Galaxy shade, not for resale. That's all it says. So Dido Galaxy shade, Mars. Let's get a swatch of this, y'all. I was not expecting to be swatching all day. Oh. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, get out of here. I can't believe this was sitting in my drawer. This is why you shop your stash, you guys. Look at all of these. That is fabulous. Can you see it? Okay, putting to the side. That was one swipe. Let's see what a second swipe. Okay, second swipe, but I think I wiped it off some. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Gorgeous. So next is these. This is a beauty for real. Oh my gosh, you guys, I remember when I got this. This was in an Ipsy bag, and this has nothing on it. It just says Beauty for Real, and it says Twilight. And before I read the little card, I thought it was a lip gloss. I put this on my lips. I'm a dum-dum sometimes. So this is a really pretty cream eyeshadow, or like liquid eyeshadow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So this makeup here that I keep in this vanity is the makeup that I pull from. And then I also have like a box of stuff that I've just never been able to make work. So that's why all of these things are really, really nice, but I just don't get to them because I have so much stuff. And that's also why I'm not buying any makeup in 2025, because this is ridiculous. You guys, look at this. This all came out of my stash. This looks like stuff you could buy on the market right now and they would call brand new. So get out of here. Like, yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep it moving. I have this eye primer that I also got from Ipsy. I like a good eye primer if I'm going to do like a good shadow look. And the same with this NYX base eyeshadow. Y'all, I know it's a little bit old, but I don't care. This stuff is really good. This is like the OG. If you know, you know. So we have that in here. And then also I keep in here, are some loose pigments from MAC. I used to have a ton of these. I don't know what I did with the rest. I might have tossed them. I don't know, y'all. I need to go through my stuff because I have some old stuff. But y'all, isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. That one too. That would be such a pretty topper for something. So yeah, I just keep all of that. This section here, we'll put it all back. I'm definitely going to need to start like just pulling from this because, yeah. So let's put everything back in. We didn't even swatch the ColourPop ones. And then I usually keep this right in the corner, which is probably why I never touch it. And I always forget I have the stuff. But we're not going to do that anymore. Next time I feel the urge to shop, I'm going to go and look at these things. Although I haven't felt like I'm missing anything. Even though I haven't been buying anything, I don't feel like I've missed anything either. So let's keep it moving. In here, I normally also keep this Man Eater palette by Tarte. These nails are, I'm trying not to like mess my stuff up, like dig into the polish, but these nails are not working with me at all. It's a really pretty palette, lots and lots of shimmers. More Tarte palettes. This one is the Gilded. And then this one is the Glamour. I use these, the blues, a lot. I love a blue eyeshadow, so I do use this one a little bit more. And then I have a really old, you guys, this old, look at how dirty it is. This Soft Glam by Anastasia. You can tell she's well loved, well used, and she's going to stay right in here because I do grab for her this bronze. This one, Rose Pink. So I'm going to close her back up and we just treat her real nicely. Just set her down because she's, you know, she's Granny. It's Granny. She looks like it. Don't ask me why it looks like that. It's a long story and I'm not going to tell you. So the next palette I've been keeping in here is this Fenty Beauty. This is the Sunstalker palette. This is a bronzer palette, y'all. Look at these. Now, I have to admit, I love this palette. When I got this palette, I couldn't get enough of it, but it hard pans. It is so hard pan. Like, you have to really, really scrape to get anything out of it. And that bothers me. So when I do use it, these are really nice because you can use almost all of the shades, like on the inside, outside, everything to just kind of like sculpt your face. And then I use these as highlighters. These are gorgeous. All of the shades are really gorgeous. It's got Fat Glass, Gold Card. Those are the two highlighters. And then Inda Sun, Private Island, Caramel Cutie, Cocoa Naughty, and Thick Mint. And yeah, I just run my brush through all of them. Chef's kiss. So that goes there. And then more palettes are going to be, I don't know why this is in here, you guys. I can't even get it open. This is the Revolution Makeup Roxasaurus or something. It's a contour palette, I think. I can't even get it open, y'all. Oh yeah, it's a contour palette. So yeah. You can tell I don't really use this. This is why you have to stop buying makeup. I promise you, I bought this because it was cheap. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it, sure of it. It was so probably too cheap to pass up with all of this. And then when I received it, I'm like, I have so many of these. So yeah, that's why this is in here. It's a contour palette. And I probably put it in here because I was like, you need to use this, Jamie. So we're going to put it right back in here. And I'm going to try to use that. Should I take it out, you guys? Let's take it out. I think I'm going to take it out and I'm going to And I'm going to put this with my little like pile of things that I really want to try to use. So we're going to put that with that. I'll be a good girl. Next are these Sephora palettes. I've got the Spice Market blush palette. This is just 6 blushes. Yeah, these are really pigmented, so you have to be really light-handed with it. And this one is nice. It looks like it was going to be a good bronzer for me, but they oxidize. The thing I found with the Sephora bronzers is they really, really oxidize. I have another one, a single, that I just cannot wear because by the time you do wear it, you look like a Oompa Loompa. A black Oompa Loompa. Who's seen one of those before? I'm like, you're like orange. All right, so let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Next is this Pacifica eyeshadow palette. This I got out of an Ipsy bag. It's the Wild Hemp. The shades are Quartz, Dusty, Smoky Quartz, Tiger, and Crystal Quartz. Very pretty. I wish I had more eyeballs. Sorry. To wear all this stuff. My gosh. All right, so now is this Sephora Trio. Why can't I talk? Trio contour palette. Yeah, just some contours. Like I said, with Sephora powders, they oxidize a lot, and they come off so much deeper than they look in the pan. So I just tend not to grab for those. But one palette I do grab for Sephora is this one. This one is the Micro Smooth Captivate palette, which I'm not surprised because I love the Micro Smooth powders. This one just has like a bronzer, highlight, and then 2 blushes, and I love this palette. This is really good for when you just need to quickly throw yourself together. Nothing special. Like I said, these powders come out deeper than they look in the pan. So I know it looks really light, but this comes out like a perfect tan for me. I could just throw it on. The only thing I don't like, it's got more of a luminous kind of finish, and I prefer a matte finish, but I do grab for these when I'm doing like my gym makeup sometimes. This one is one of the ones I keep in my little bucket of gym makeup. So we will put this just right there. We're almost done in this drawer. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera, y'all. The next are these Hourglass palettes. You can see this one's pretty old. I've had it for a couple of years now. This one's the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked. This one's the 3rd one. It's the first year they came out with a 3rd edition. I just got the Tiger because I think it was a snake or something like that, and I didn't like the snake. So I got the Tiger instead of the snake, but it is the volume 3. These are always tricky for me to open, but here she is. She's very pretty. I actually do get a lot of wear out of these palettes, and I'm going to tell you a little trick how I never pay full price for these is a lot of times these palettes are on first of all, sign up at the Hourglass website and they'll send you coupons for like 10% off, 15% off, because even 15% off $100 is $15, so right? So first of all, I would advise that. Secondly, if you've already used that kind of coupon on their website, go to kind of like high-end shopping stores like Neiman Marcus or Bloomingdale's. And a lot of times if you buy something with them for the first time or you sign up on their mailing list, you can get 15% off of their at their website. So I've purchased a couple of these palettes, but I've never paid full price. So don't get it twisted. I'm a shopper. I kind of know how to find the deals. And that's what I would suggest if you are interested in stuff like this, or if you're ever interested in stuff, it's usually better if you sign up and get like text notifications, because they'll send you like friends and family coupons and stuff like that. And then you can get a really good deal over like Sephora, Ulta, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to keep going and stop yapping. This palette. It's a volume 3. I get a lot of use out of this palette. I also like to use this for the gym because these are really light finishes and they're not very matte, but they're not super luminous. This is the bronzer, which is a really perfect bronzer for me. This is a highlight, one of the best highlights ever. Blushes, I use this one. It's like more of an orangey blush, and then I'll top it with this, and then this is like a blush topper as well that I don't really grab that one as much. And then this one I believe is like a setting powder, but I don't like a luminous setting powder, so I don't tend to grab that one at all really. So that is this palette. And then the next one I have is this Lotus palette, which I've never taken the little plastic thing off, I just noticed. This one also is in the volume 3, and this one I got in the Lotus. I'm pretty sure this is how it was supposed to come, and I just thought it was so pretty. I also get a good amount of use out of this palette as well because these are gorgeous. I wasn't going to buy this, and then everyone got it. It was out for a while. I started looking at reviews. I started looking at people talking about it, and it was too pretty not to pass up, not to buy. And I'm so happy that I didn't pass it up because it is gorgeous, and I get a lot of use out of this as well. This is supposed to be a bronzer. It's pretty deep, so I use it as a contour. It's kind of got a gray finish to it, so it's way better for me as a contour. And then this one I use a little bit like a bronzer topper, so I might put a matte bronzer, and then I might use this one on top. And then these are just the most prettiest blushes, y'all. I mean, I mix them outside, inside of face. Gorgeous. Top it with that sparkly one, Chef's Kiss, and then that highlighter. This is supposed to be, one of these is supposed to be a setting powder. I think it's this one, but I think I use this as a bronzer. Anyway, love this palette. If you guys are interested in the Hourglass products, I don't think that I'm not going to say don't buy them because I think that they're worth it, but I definitely think that you should try to get the best value. So try to find a discount at any cost because $100 is a lot, but these do last for a really long time and they are kind of a good investment in my eyes. And if you're deeper shade than me, I would not suggest getting them because these just work like barely for me. And I feel like if you're any deeper, you're just not going to get enough color payoff to make it worth the money. So that is that. We talked a lot about those hourglass palettes, but I'm almost done, y'all. I think that was it for this drawer. So next is just going to be quickly, I have this MAC Hard to Get Extra Dimension blush. This is a blush, but I use this as a eyeshadow topper because it's just so reflective. There's no way I could use it as a blush. Look at that. That looks just like these. It's gorgeous. Could just use that like as a wash of color. So another thing I need to put to the side that it just sits there and I forget. And then I also have these two Stila, I think these are eyeshadows, right? Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow, glitter and glow liquid eyeshadow. So one is like a dual chrome, it shifts. Yeah, so it shifts like orange to pink. It's more orange than pink than I'd like, but that's really pretty for summer. All right, let's put that one to the side too. Y'all, I got so much stuff to the side, it's almost like, what's the point? And then this one is in the shade Contessa. And this one, ooh, yeah, I see why I bought this. This looks like my style. Just like a frosty purple, deep mauvey brown. So yeah, these are really nice. The other one was in the shade Dollish. Sorry, I didn't tell you. So this one is Dollish, and then this one is Contessa. We're going to slide that one right back in there because she is so cute. And then that is it for this drawer. Let me just put the rest of the stuff back in here. Oh, this is supposed to stay out. And I think I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take out these and put these in my kind of I can't make work pile because I honestly do not pull for these. And I have so many other options. It's just taking up space, and I feel like there's no point at this point. Okay, and then these are the things that we took out and put to the side. Let's see if I can show all of them to you. This and this. And this. Okay. So that drawer's done. Let's go down to the next drawer. This is the last drawer, finally. This drawer is just kind of a miscellaneous hodgepodgey mess, and it needs to be wrangled in because it is a mess, as you can see. This is my everything drawer. So down here is, we're not going to go through this, but this is just like my backups of kind of my holy grails, things I feel like I can't live without, or just things I might have an extra of that I really like. So I keep those in here. These e.l.f. concealers, this concealer, these are waterproof mascaras because I wear those to the gym. This is the DKNY, the Stay Naked concealer. That e.l.f. brow stuff, my favorite powder. Cream color base from MAC. This is in the shade Shell. They're hard to find now, so when I did find them, I bought all the ones I can, so I didn't need a new one yet, but I did get that one. Some extra sponges, another gym mascara, and yeah, that's it. Oh, there's a pink powder down there, but we ain't gonna figure out, and a little spray. I'm not sure what it is. Here are some wipes that I just use like to wipe off my arm and things like that. I have some tape that is for your eyes. These are from Sephora. These are for like eyeshadow, so you can get like a really crisp line. I have several different kinds of spoolies for mascara because I am a mascara wearer, and one of the things that keeps your mascara looking pretty decent is to remove any excess in between coats. So I buy a lot of blank spoolies. These ones are like the plasticky ones, and these are so cheap, y'all. I get them on Amazon for like $5. This was actually full, but I've had it forever. But I get them from Amazon, and then it comes with 4 or 5 different shapes. And these are like the silicone ones, and then these are the ones that are more like a real spoolie. And so yeah, I use them for different things. They're just pink. Some are pink and some are blue, but they're the same thing. I just keep those down here. Down here, I haven't been down here in a while, y'all. This looks like just some backup sponges. These are kind of dirty, so we'll take them out and clean them. I might just toss some of these because I have those other ones. I have struggled with throwing things away though, y'all. But I think I'm gonna throw that one away. That one's pretty gross. That one too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw these away. I'm not in the mood to wash those. And then I got like a little funnel for anything you might need that for. I've had this mirror for like 30 years. I promise you. It's just a double-sided mirror. I just don't throw anything away. I keep everything. This sponge or this pup I'm going to wash, as well as this pup here. I think another one jumped out, but I can't find it. So in this section, I have, let me put that. These are trash. So in this section, this is just from the Dollar Tree. It's just a little divider. I have my setting sprays, nothing special. I'm really trying to get through this. This is just, and then my Evian. I use this to wet my brushes. I like to keep this here to just spray my brushes or my sponges down because I'm lazy. And then this one, This is my favorite setting spray. It's probably time to grab another one because I'm getting close to the bottom. So yeah, this one's my favorite one because I'm an oily skin girl. So if I spray like regular setting sprays, I end up really, really oily. And even when it says matte, I end up oily. This is the only one I have found that works for me. So yeah, I need to try to go find another one of those. I'm not a big setting sprays person anyway, but so yeah, in this section is where I keep my mascaras and my like eyelash tools. Also another Dollar Tree organizer. Dollar Tree comes in clutch. So, and this one too, this acrylic one is from the Dollar Tree as well. So yeah, and then we're gonna go through. I'm gonna probably get rid of a couple of these. This is the MAC Magic Extension. I think that's a, what is it called? I can't remember the name. You know, what are they? I had to look it up, you guys. It was driving me crazy. It's a tubing mascara. It's a tubing. I'm not a huge fan of tubing mascaras, but they're not the worst. It's just you have to use them in the right way. So we're gonna hang on to that. This Lash Paradise. This used to be a good one, right? I think I'm gonna keep that one. I like a primer, you guys, because I wear mascara. I don't wear lashes, so I like a primer. This is the False Lashy Maximizer from MAC. I did not care for this for some reason. I think it's the brush, or I don't know. I just didn't care for this primer. The Lash and Roll. Yeah, so these are just where I keep my mascaras. This is my ultimate favorite. This double wear. I've been wearing this for decades. I like the little minis. I also buy mini mascaras because they just tend to work a little bit better than the original. And then I just have a bunch of tools, little fan brushes that I might use to do like a bottom lash. Ooh, that one just fell apart, y'all. All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, so separators. Just throw those back in here. The disrespect of it all. So yeah, so that's this section here. I didn't really get rid of paper stuff. Ew. All right, so next thing is this. We have to tackle this, y'all. This little insert came with the vanity, and I use it to put my eye products in. So you can see we have some organizers that are not very organized. This is supposed to be eyeshadow wands, eyebrows, and then mini mascaras. Got some mirrors. This palette came from Dollar Tree, so yeah, $1.25. I thought that was a good find. I got an old palette. I really need to clean this, so we're gonna clean both of these. And then I think I'm just gonna clear this out, and then we'll just put the stuff back in. Okay, this one was the messiest area for sure. So here's that. Oh, gross. Let's put it so nicely. All right. All right, so I'm just going to throw the brow stuff in this section here. Just a couple of brow things. This is the e.l.f. brow mascara fluff up brow wax from Benefit, and then I think that's a mascara primer. And then this is a St. Lux brow gel that I got out of an Ipsy bag. Put that there. And I usually keep small mascaras in this section, so I just have a bunch of little mascaras. Most of them are from Ipsy. Some of them are purchased. Okay. And then here I usually keep these. So let's just throw a couple in so I can just grab them when I need them. And then we'll add a couple of these too. All right, that should be good. That. All right, so this section here, oh, I think I have 2 more mascaras. Oh no, this is a brow tint too, so we'll put that there. So right here is what I use for my brow products. This stuff is just a mess. So these are brushes that shouldn't be here. This is just, like I said, so these are just some brow products. This is a brush that I use with, I got these from Dollar Tree, all these double-ended brushes. They're so nice. But this is a Benefit, oh my gosh, it's so old, you guys. It's a brow kit, and it's got the pomade and then the powder here. So I also keep that there. I like that because it actually creates a really natural finish. And I usually use the pomade with this little brush here. And then with this brush, I usually will carve out my brows with this cream color base. I've been doing this since the 90s. It's funny to see people just kind of doing it with concealer, because once you use something like this, and it just gives you a really nice reflective finish, it's almost just very subtle, you won't go back. So yeah, we use that. Put that in there as well for brows. And then I've got this. This was a Maybelline. This sucks. Whatever this was, it sucks. I don't even know why I bought it. It's tiny. I think it's supposed to be a mascara, or not a mascara, but an eyeliner, but it's just so small and thin, but you can't even see that stuff. But it's in there. And then, oh my gosh, sorry guys, I just dropped that. This is what I use to set my brows, and you can see it's gross. So I'm going to throw that away because I do have another one. This is why I like to keep backups. And I think these come in twos, so I always buy that pack. So I always buy that pack when I do buy it. So this next section here is kind of like eyeshadows, eyeliner kind of thing. Things I don't want to put in my big brush stand because they'll just get lost. So, oh, this was a brow, y'all, this old brow pencil from Bourjois. Oh my gosh, this is showing my age, but she's a ride or die. You can't find these anymore, but this color is perfect. So the next thing in the eyeliners are just going to be some gel liners. I really like gel liner for liquid liner. So these are a couple of e.l.f. ones. This one's in the shade Coffee, and then this one is in the shade Espresso. I think these are supposed to be like brow pomades too. But yeah, they work okay. These aren't my favorite. The reason I have these is because I ordered this, a brown one from MAC when I got this one, and for some reason they canceled it, and I cannot find this in brown anymore. So I have these two e.l.f. ones that I kind of just use. You can tell they are not my favorite. I love these MAC fluid lines. This one is in the shade Black Track, and yeah, it's just a liquid liner that you'll use a brush with. I really like these, you guys. I wish I could find it in brown because I like a subtle brown wing sometimes. It's like perfect. But yeah, so we put these in here too, and then you use a brush with those. This is just a MAC Black eyeliner, Smolder, I think that was the shade. So that goes in there. And then I also had in here this paint pot in Laying Low. Gosh, I can't read. So yeah, I like to use this as a base as well, but it does not belong in here. It actually belongs in my drawer with the eyeshadows. So I'm going to put that in there with those. And then as far as eyeliner goes, this is a brow pencil. As far as eyeliner goes, I'm just going to quickly go through. This is a brow pencil too, because I don't wear a lot of eyeliner. I'm very picky, so I either wear this fluid line or I will wear, here we go. I like this Maybelline Define a line because it's really smudgy. It can like just give you like a faint whisper of a line, but that thing is gross. I need to figure something out with that. So yeah, and then I just have these old Benefit, I think this is like an Eye Awake or whatever. I don't know what it's called because it's scratched off. This is old, y'all, but she's a ride or die. You can see I've used her down to the bottom, and it's going to be sad when she finally does disappear. I cannot remember I got this. I had this for so long. I probably got this at the same time I got this one, so these are really old, but these are so good. And I use this in my waterline. I like a pale shade in my waterline to just kind of make me look more awake. And then this is just a brown liner that I got in Ipsy. That works pretty well. And then this is the Eye Awake from Tarte. Double Take Awake. I'm sorry. It's got this cream shade here, which it's really bright, so you have to be careful with that. And then it also has a pointed liner, which you cannot use this liner to do like your eyeliner with. It's just too dry. It dries out way too quickly, but you can use it to touch up, especially if you're using the black. So that is in that drawer. And then the rest are just brushes. They're just miscellaneous eyeliner, eyeshadow brushes that I use. Like this I'll use under my eyes as well as other ones, but they're just dirty. These are brushes that I would use to apply the liquid or the fluid line liner. Oh, it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm just going to pull these out and probably give. Okay, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We have finally got to the end of this debacle. These drawers were so gross and so disorganized. I'm so happy to be back into some kind of normal shape. So this is what she's looking like. This is the end product. I thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I know these videos get pretty long, and they actually are really hard to do. I didn't think this was going to be this tough. I thought, oh, I'll just clean out my makeup drawers, no problem. But this took way longer than I was expecting. But I did find quite a few things that I forgot I had. And that is why I am such a proponent for people shopping their stash, because we already have so much. And the things that we're looking at that are at Sephora, Ulta, or wherever you're buying makeup from, you probably have a version of that already in the stash that you already own. So I thank you guys so much for hanging with me. Now, this was just the makeup side, y'all. I have 4 of these makeup drawers here. Actually, we didn't even touch the lipstick. It's a joke. So I might just save that for another video, but the lipstick isn't too bad. The most help I need is within like this lip liner area. These sections really get me messed up, like with closing the drawer sometimes. So I cannot buy any more lipstick because honestly, I have nowhere to put it. Let me get a better angle. So I don't have anywhere to put it. So this is my lipstick drawer. I'm probably not going to do too much with that, but I do still have, pardon the mess, you guys. I do still have my skincare drawer, which is a complete disaster, you guys. This actually looks good compared to the last couple days. I've been trying to like clear it out, but I think what we'll do is in another video coming up very, very soon, we're going to go through this mess here as well as my skincare cabinet here, which is a mess. My fridge broke, of course, so I'm in the process of replacing that. And yeah, I'm gonna put some wallpaper down on the cabinet shelves. So we're gonna do a video of that, just getting done with just cleaning up my skincare area. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking with me. I know your time is valuable. If you like videos like this, I kindly ask that you consider subscribing, because this is the kind of stuff I do. I love, love, love to use what I have to get what I want. No, but to use what I have in replacing of getting new things. So if you like those kind of things, stick with me. We have so much to share. In the meantime, I hope all is well with you and your family. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. See you. Love you. Bye. Look, I finally put nails on, y'all. Look at these. Aren't these so pretty? I make press-on nails. If you guys are interested, I also make press-on nails, and I'm going to try to make some videos on press-on nails. But these are my current nails. I'm actually kind of in love with these. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.